Mark Hale for the New York Post here from New York Post headquarters in Midtown Manhattan, and we're going to be talking today to the legendary Steve Serby, our NFL columnist. And Steve, let's talk a little Jets football here. You were out at practice the last couple of days. The Plax era with gangrene, not starting off on the best foot, with an ankle problem that shelves him for practice. What's the significance of this injury? How long do you think something like this is going to keep him out? Will it have any kind of impact on him?
Well, they're going to go very slowly with Plex. He suffered a tweak, is what Rex Ryan calls it, and there's a little bit of swelling, and he will not practice. He did not practice yesterday. He probably won't practice today, which will disappoint a lot of the Jet fans who were coming out to see the start of the Plex era.
Right.
But he says if it was a regular season game, he would definitely be playing. But these are the kind of things that you're going to have to expect with a guy who, A, has had chronic ankle problems, and B, has been away from football for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Sir, let's talk a little bit about Jim Leonard, who you wrote a great column about yesterday. He missed the latter part of last season with a fractured tibia. Big loss for the Jets in the secondary. How big is his return to this team, and how critical will his impact be in this Jets secondary this season?
Oh, he was a huge loss. When he went down with that fractured fibula last year, it traumatized the team for days, if not weeks. And, you know, he's the brains behind the operation. He's a guy that Rex Ryan trusts completely, more than any other defensive player. And his teammates love playing with him. He's always around the ball. And there's a comfort level. He's kind of like a security blanket for that entire defense. And he's almost ready to go. Maybe a few more days before he's able to do team drills. In the meantime, he's doing individual drills. But he's very optimistic about his rehab, and it's going to be a tremendous addition for the Jets. And they need him. They need him going up against Tom Brady. Because that's a beautiful chess match between those two.
Let's talk about Tom Brady, Steve. You mentioned the Patriots, and obviously that's the biggest rivalry probably in the NFL right now. The Jets took 2 of the 3 last year, including the playoff game, but the Patriots have made some changes. They added Hainsworth. They added Ocho Cinco. How do you see this matchup right now? Who's the better team?
Well, you know, it doesn't matter who the better team is right now, but I think that Belichick will be able to motivate Albert Hainsworth. And now you've got Hainsworth and Vince Wilfork together on that defensive line. Good luck trying to block those guys. If that's a motivated Hainsworth, I would have to give the Patriots the edge right now over the Jets. Not so much for Hainsworth, but again, Belichick and Brady. Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez are still not Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, and probably never will be. But another factor for the Patriots is Belichick has been stocking up on all these draft choices. He's rebuilt his defense. He's got a lot of young, talented players led by Gerard Mayo on that defense, and Hainsworth may make them close to an elite defense if they can muster a pass rush. And of course, Ocho Cinco going to be on his best behavior. I think you'll see a lot less me from Ocho Cinco because he respects Belichick so much. So I think the Patriots are the absolute team to beat. And if I had to pick a Super Bowl winner right now, it would be the Patriots.
Patriots from Serbia. All right, well, we'll see what happens, obviously, as training camp goes on with Plaxico Burress. We'll see what happens with Jim Leonard's recovery, and obviously Jets-Patriots all season long. You can follow Serby on Twitter at @NYPost_Serby. And we'll talk to Steve a lot more, obviously, as the NFL season goes on. For the New York Post, I'm Mark Hale.